Hi, I'm Diane. Dan Sullivan, he's a strategy coach, said creators don't complain and complainers don't create. Today, we'll take a look at how you can choose to be a creator and not a complainer. Thank you for joining me for this week's Joy Tip of the Week. And I'd love to know where you're tuning in from. So please tell us in the comments below where you're watching from, where you're located, and how things are in your area of the world. It is a snowy, bright day here in Michigan, and I'm ready to talk about complaining versus creating. How about you? Everybody complains at some point, at least a little bit. Nobody doesn't have a life free of complaint. There's always something that is coming up and that you can complain about. But I would tell you that there are three different kinds of complainers that I am aware of. And if you know more, tell me in the comments. But the first type of a complainer is a venter. This is the person that just wants to get it out. They don't want your advice. They don't want your sympathy. They don't want to hear anything to fix their situation. They just want to vent. So that's one type of complaint. Another one is the person that wants you to know, hey, look, I'm worse off than you are, and yeah, I'm looking for a little sympathy here. So that would be, I would say, a looking for sympathy kind of complainer. And there are definitely those in this world. And hey, I'm guilty too. I look for sympathy every now and then when my situation isn't just quite right. And then the third type of complainer is the kind that I really want to address today, and that is a chronic complainer. These are people that are just always seeing the worst of what's going on in their lives. They kind of remind me of Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh. I don't know if you remember Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh, but he was the donkey that lost his tail. And, everybody, all the different characters, Piglet, Tigger, Winnie the Pooh, they all tried to help Eeyore find his tail or find a tail that would be appropriate for him. Nothing worked for him. Nothing made him happy. Finally, Christopher Robin worked out a tail for him that looked like his old tail, and he pinned it on Eeyore. Eeyore was a donkey, of course. And Christopher Robin said, hey, did I get your tail back on right, Eeyore? And you know what Eeyore's response was? No matter. Most likely I'll lose it again anyway. So these chronic complainers are people that see the dark side all the time, and it's just such a terrible situation. They are the worst when it comes to posting on social media. I just can't handle stopping the scroll for somebody who's just always got a grievance to bear. I would rather stop the scroll of my social media to help someone, celebrate a milestone, or to find out somebody that has experienced a great blessing, just something that to be exuberant about, or an encouragement. Maybe somebody posts something that is encouraging to me. I love those kinds of things. So that's what I believe social media is for, not for chronic complainers. The problem too with chronic complainers is that it leads to more complaining. It's just how our brain works. We get wired a certain way, and it just takes everything to unwire that, to fix that wiring. I mean, for example, if I take a drink of water, I don't have to think about wrapping my fingers around the glass and taking the drink of water. My brain's just wired to do that. And our brain can get wired to complain too, just in that same way. So you've got to unfix that wiring. And the other problem is that complaining makes it impossible to escape from personal dissatisfaction. Just like Eeyore, you're always going to find the wrong in things. You're always going to find grievances. It's always going to be a dark, cloudy, gloomy day. And the worst part of being a complainer is that it attracts more complainers. So your environment is filled with pessimism and negativity and looking at the dark side of things, because those who are around you will influence you. And complainers attract more complainers. So what are we going to do about this? What's the solution? We do complain. I mean, it's just an automatic reaction. And so when you catch yourself complaining, try to choose creativity and transform your circumstances instead of moving forward with that complaint. In other words, when you've got something that goes wrong, say to yourself, what can I do to solve this problem or to move forward or beyond what's going on? Creativity doesn't have any guarantees that go with it. But some of the things that do come along with it, constant surprises when it goes right, new opportunities when you go a different direction, even breakthroughs. Creativity is just a great choice to make, and we all can make that choice. So the next time you find yourself complaining, try this. Follow up your complaint. If it comes out, in fact, I did this yesterday with my mom. I can't remember what I was complaining about, but it came out of my mouth. And then I said to her, and this is what I'm going to do about it. So next time you have a complaint that's coming out of your mouth, say, and this is what I'm going to do about it. And get creative and become a creator instead of a complainer. Unlike complaining, hello, Ramu. Nice to see you. Where are you tuning in from? Please let us know in the comments. Here's the thing, too, about complaining. Unlike complaining, creating always increases your self-esteem. It makes you feel better about yourself, and that will build and build and build. The more a person creates, the more personally powerful he or she becomes through every area of life. It's just very healthy to spark that creativity, because the more you create, just like the more you complain, the more creative you become, and you become a better creator as you practice the art of being a creator. So the other wonderful thing is that creators also attract other creators. Just like complainers attract complainers, creators will attract other creative people. And that's going to give you a positive environment. That's going to give you people around you that surround you with an optimistic outlook on life. It's going to be a sunny, bright day, no matter the weather. So you do want to choose to be a creator and not a complainer. So before we wrap up, I wanted to let you know about an opportunity for you creators out there. Hi, Angie from Dearborn Heights. So nice to see you here. So, Angie, I know you're a creator too. I've seen some of your creations, and you're a blessing and an encouragement. So if you are a creator, you do have something to offer. And I believe every one of us has something to offer to others in service and encouragement in some way. And you have a special gift that I think needs to be brought to someone. And because of that, I want to tell you about an opportunity to either start growing your own online audience to share those gifts with, or to grow what you already have out there. I am a part of a challenge that is starting here soon with Kim Walsh Phillips, and it is a Grow More Followers Challenge. And if you would be interested in joining me, I'd love to have you along for the ride. It's going to start, the pre-challenge starts this week. It's going to start the 11th officially. And so I'll put a link in the comments below this video for those of you who are creators. I know most of you are creators and not complainers, and you want to share that creativity with the world. Join me for this Grow More Followers online challenge, and that way you can grow your audience as well, and then begin to share with them. Kim's the one that told me that I needed to do a Joy Tip of the Week, and so that's why I'm here today. I'm doing this Joy Tip of the Week because of a challenge that I started with her back in September. So I encourage you to join us over there. Again, I'll put the link in the comments. And remember, joy isn't something that simply happens to us. You have to choose joy and keep choosing joy every single day. Now go out there and stop those complaining and become a creator. Thanks for joining me.